Hello everyone, today's video is about a professional boxing show, November 21st, Doncaster Down. It's going to be promoted by partly myself, White Rhino and LA Promotions. So we've come together, we merged as a group, as a group of two really, White Rhino and LA Boxing. We're now White Rhino and LA Promotions. We're going to promote a show anyway at Donny Down. Me and my mate is going to... We thought, why not? You know, there's such a great hotbed of talent, you know. And there's a lot of that, like, beyond the small hall now. I'd class myself in that. Josh Padley, Max Hughes, Terry Harper. Donny's always produced great fighters, and it's always had great boxing shows at Donny Down. And we're going to continue it on. We're going to continue it. You know, there's more talent coming through now, more than ever. You know, there's going to be another Max Hughes and another Jason Cunningham, and you know, another me, and you know, there's going to be loads of kids from Donny that are going to come through and box on DAZN and Sky. But the only way they're going to do that, you know, if they're not Olympians or world class amateurs, is doing the small hall like myself and Jason and Maxie and Josh Padley. Terry as well, and Gav Mack. Jamie were a very good amateur, but I think he would have done the small hall as well. So you have to do it, and I manage a few. Joe Aiden's 18-0 now. He's on the brink of boxing for titles. You know, hopefully, we're hoping the November show goes well and we can start headlining with him boxing for titles in Doncaster. There's a few good amateur kids coming through, some good amateur clubs in Donny as well. Yeah, them kids are going to need shows to go on. So yeah, we got together and we said let's do it. You know, let's bring the next generation through. Yeah, I think I'm a good promoter of myself, a good salesman of myself. I think I've done a good job of that over the years. But I'm not really business minded. I'm boxing minded. My mate is business minded, and it's a good match. You know, we've got good people working with us, helping us out as well. And we thought, why not? So the show, as it stands, we have an area title fight headlining Lewis Boo, Will Harrison. Joe Aiden, 18-0 fights Elliot 8-2. It'll be a 12-fight card. There will be some prospects against journeymen. We have to have a couple of journeymen facing off, which, I mean, I like that though. I want to see it. We've got journeymen fighting each other. They want to get a win, and I thought, yeah, fuck it, I like that on the show actually. So that's gonna go on. Prospects from Donny, Hull, York. So yeah, from all over. I'm buzzing really. It's something new, and it's not like, oh, it's the end of your career, so you want to like, I don't want to box anymore. I want to promote. Not really. I have no ambitions of being Eddie Hearn or Frank Warren. Zero really. I'm not thinking I'm going to make a load of money out of it, or I'm going to be a big time promoter. I'm managing and train a few. There's a few very good amateur kids. There's a few kids I really like that are boxing amateur that I think can do well, and why not? Why not us? So that's about it really. Wanted to share that news out. It's on November 21st at Doncaster Down. I will put ticket info on here when the tickets are ready, and hopefully people can come out and come and support. It'd be nice, yeah. So I thought I'd tell you all about that, and I promised Fabio Wardley, Josie Parker, so I might as well make that in this video. To make this video, I don't know how long or short it is, to be honest. I am going to do it live later. But Wardley Parker, October 25th, apparently. The 25th is correct, because I boxed on the 11th, so it'll be 2 weeks after. What do I think of the fight? I think it's a shame Parker having to wait again. He's not getting the Usyk fight. You know, Usyk's not vacating and allowing him to fight for a vacant world title. I think it is a shame. He's probably done enough the last 2 years to warrant, maybe longer than that actually, maybe 3 years now. I think he's done enough to warrant a world title shot. But Usyk probably done enough to warrant saying, piss off, I'm having a rest, I'm undisputed champion, give me a minute. So Parker, I think, does deserve a world title fight. But that, I guess, I'm a big fan of the undisputed title. I'm a big fan of one title. You know, and Parker probably is a bit of an hard luck story, but realistically, Usyk's the man. Usyk is number one. Parker, at the minute for me, probably number two. I'd say number two, yeah. I'd have to put him above Fury now. Fury's retired, so we'll not count him. You have to put him ahead of Joshua, ahead of Dubois, Cabell maybe 3. Where I place Fabio Wardley? The ring I've got in top 10. I don't think he's top 10. So if you look at his wins, Nathan Gorman was a good win, as was Fraser Clark. They're good domestic level, but good, very good domestic level. Justice Hooney, Adelaide, and a few other decent fighters. For me, that doesn't put him top. How can that put him as a top 10 anyway? I just don't think it can. It can't, in my opinion. Certainly doesn't put him in the league of a Josie Parker. But does it give him? Do them kind of wins give him the chance of fighting a Josie Parker as a pretty big underdog? Probably, yeah, probably. I don't think it's a bad fight. It's not one. I'm not overly excited by it. I didn't see it and go, wow, can't wait to watch that. My first thought was, well, Parker will beat him. Parker's probably a bigger, stronger, faster, maybe not faster, bigger, stronger, harder hitting, tougher Justice Hooney, really. I think that's what he is. He's just a bigger, stronger, much harder version of Hooney. And I couldn't really give Wardley much chance, to be honest. I couldn't give him any chance, really. A puncher's chance, maybe. When you're talking experience, what Wardley's done is amazing. And again, I'm not pulling him down by saying I don't think he can beat Parker. I don't think he's a top 10 heavyweight in the world. I don't. But what he's achieved with experience is brilliant. And he's a very good fighter, and getting better. The Hooney fight wasn't great, but that showed the experience. But I think Parker, if Parker has as much success as Hooney, Wardley won't see round 6. And I can't see Wardley landing that big one to turn it around. And if he did, there's a good chance Parker will probably stand up to it as well. So I don't think it's a bad fight. I think Parker may deserve a world title fight, but there's an undisputed champion, and there's a weight. There's a weight. You have to wait for him. And Wardley, while I don't think Wardley's top 10, I don't think he beats Parker. I certainly don't begrudge him getting the opportunity. He's beat everyone he's faced, so why not? I think it'd be. I wouldn't say it's a big fight. It's not. As a fan, I'm not overly excited about it, but I think it has a little bit of intrigue to it, I'd say, but I'm pretty confident on the winner. So yeah, that is today's video. I'm going to do a live later on. Good day.